Lightbox is a really creative ways to showcase your Articulate portfolios within WordPress. Now, we had another question this morning. There's some new plugins around that are available that are actually that'll make this really easy. So I thought I'd just go ahead and walk through how you can do this, at least achieve it on a self-hosted WordPress blog. Now, I am working on a WordPress, not a WordPress.com, but something, my own domain that I've installed WordPress on. Want to find a plugin. So I'm going to click Add New. And I'm going to search. I'm going to search for a plugin called Thickbox. Now, there are a couple versions of it, well, probably more, but we want this second one, this Auto Thickbox Plus. It's actually an updated version of the original. So even though it's a 0.3 release, this is the one we want. So click Install, and we'll go ahead and activate it. And the neat thing about this is that we don't have to do any coding or adding our own jQuery or JavaScript to this. It's going to be handled all by WordPress in this plugin. So I'll click Activate, and I want to go ahead and just create a new post. So add new. So here's a new post. We'll call this Portfolio. And this is it at this point. I'm going to work within the HTML tab, not the visual tab. And I also have over here an FTP program launched, and I'm pointing to a live player.html file that I have hosted on my S3 account. So I just want to copy that URL. I'm going to use that URL in a moment, but I just want to get this. And it doesn't have to be on the same server as your current blog, but in this case, it's actually on a different server. You just need this absolute URL, the HTTP, and then the path to the player.html. And this also works with Quizmaker and Engage. So here's my URL. I'm just going to hit return a couple times, and I'm going to jump over to the Thickbox site. This is the site, the developers who created this plugin, and we're actually going to cheat. We're actually going to copy their code and then modify it for our own. So I'm going to scroll down to iframed content, and here they give us a couple demos. You can see example 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to use the second one. If I click it, I get this little title bar, caption bar, and then the HTML page down here. I can click close or the escape key, and I'm going to click demo. Now I'm going to copy the second line of code right here. I'm just going to double click it, choose copy, and I'll jump back over to my post. It's a little bit easier to copy theirs and then just change the path to the file than trying to memorize all that code. So Command V. Just want to copy this link right here, which is my link, which is my course. Command X to copy it. And you can see right here they have an ahref, has a path that's pointing to an HTML file. Just want to put my own link in there, so Command V, and that looks good. Now at this point I do want to change the size, so it looks like it's changing it to 300 by 500 by default, so I want to change this to 640 980 width, which is the default size of the player, the whole player in Articulate Presenter. So that should be it. Let's go ahead and just preview. And there it is. So here's the course being pulled up in a lightbox, so it dimmed the background. You can choose to resume or just close out. Pretty neat, huh? Here's my title, so I can choose this. If I want to modify that, let me just go back over here. Here's my title. Click to add caption or leave blank. Articulate demos. I click preview again. It'll load this page back up. Here's my link, and I can change this link from, there's my title right there. Click escape or whatever. You have this right here. Between these tags right here, this is whatever you want that link to say. So in this case, it could be check out my cool demos, right? And then that will be the link, the text that you actually see when you preview it. Oh, it's back here. There it is. And there it goes. All right, so I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, just post back to the forums. Be happy to help. But the plugin is called Thickbox, and it's a simple WordPress plugin that you can use on your self-hosted WordPress blogs.